What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I'm your host, as always, Rashid White. You guys see the title. The thumbnail's actually starting to, well, it'll probably be up after this stream over here. But Sean Marks actually has to act now. We're not going to be on this real too long. Probably till like about 11:45. Probably get back on here tonight. But there's a lot of competition actually coming in for Dejounte Murray. Now the Milwaukee Bucks is actually set to join the conversation. Now the Philadelphia 76ers is joining the conversation. And now a week ago, you had an offer from them where it was 2 first-round picks. I think it was Nick Claxton. I mean, this is a no-brainer right there. You actually make the damn deal, man. Nick Claxton, like I said, he was drafted in 2019, and it's now 2024 now. He hasn't really had any type of improvements to his game whatsoever. Not even like some outside spacing or anything like that. Nothing. So give that for Dejounte Murray. So a couple of things that it actually does for you. You get an upgrade at the point guard position. I'm gonna drop the link up in here. Anybody actually wants to join in the conversation, man, it's more than welcome. So a couple of things there. So we get an upgrade at the point guard position right there. Right now we have Spencer Dinwiddie actually running the point guard position. He's been abysmal, except for the game against the Lakers. But D'Angelo Russell and Austin Reeves are actually cones, on defense, man. They can't guard a park car pretty much. So we get an upgrade at the point guard position. One that's an all-star caliber point guard. Point guard. He made an all-star team. So what's the problem over here? Now I know he has 5 years on his deal. I think he's like 27 years old. Perfect timeline right there. Number two, why it works for getting Dejounte Murray on his team is that you can put him at the 2 position, and you could probably move on from Mikal Bridges. Now I love Mikal Bridges, but he's not Dejounte Murray. You look at Dejounte Murray. I mean, he can break. He's much more athletic. His ball handling is much better. He can get to the rim. His passing is much better. Playmaking is much better. You can actually move on from Mikal Bridges and trade him, and you can get the picks that you actually have to give up for Dejounte Murray and actually get those picks back for with Mikal Bridges actually being traded right there. Now I love Mikal Bridges. I want but he's not a he's not a star player, man. I mean, there's a lot of intangibles, as a basketball player that he just doesn't have, that Dejounte Murray actually does have. So you can actually plug him in at the 2 position just in case Ben Simmons doesn't actually work out. And I understand Sean Marks' perspective on actually getting Ben Simmons, back into the starting lineup. I mean, I get it. Hold on. Let's let Ivan get up in here, man. Yeah, what's good, Ivan, man?
Yeah, what's up, BK? I'm just listening to your breakdown, man. I don't know too much about trades and stuff, so I like hearing your guys' opinions and ride it out, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he's like, I don't understand because now Philadelphia is getting into the mix now. It's gonna make a bidding war pretty much, and we don't want that. We don't
Yeah,
want that because you're offering Nick. I think they offered Nick Claxton and 2 first-round picks. I mean, do the deal, man. You have Noah Clowney on the come up. Like we seen what we seen with Nick Claxton. I mean, you pay him, then I don't really see him getting any better. He's not better than a lot of centers in the NBA currently. So it's not like he's just going to be some type of all-star caliber center right there. I just don't see it, man.
yeah. I don't see it. I think he could be a decent. He could be a decent, player, but I don't see him unless he. I feel like he could get a shot. He could be like a. If he get a jump shot, I feel like he could be like a Bam type S, but he's not gonna be no Embiid or Jokic. Hell no, that's a
No,
top
that's what I'm
tier.
saying, man. So just
Yeah.
like I said, Noah Clowney right now has just more intangibles than Nick Claxton right now. He can actually shoot. He has a little floater, that he actually makes. So let me see what the
It depends. I feel like what the Brooklyn want to take the Lonely Clowney. Yeah, he got so much potential, but that's development. That takes a while. You know what I mean?
because you can D Davis, you can actually put Simmons at the point guard and then put Dejounte Murray at the 2. He's a combo guard, so he can play either position. You get playmaking from like your 1 and your 2. Like I said, Ben Simmons doesn't work out. I mean, you can get Ben Simmons for cheap next year, man, when his contract actually expires because of the injury risk. I think him as agent should really understand that. But Yeah, I mean, I would definitely want to keep both of them, but if you can't keep both of them, I mean, Dejounte Murray is definitely an upgrade at the point guard position.
Yeah, I think D Davis. I agree with you. I don't think that's gonna work, but I like Dante Murray. I definitely like it. That's an upgrade for sure. For sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah, man. So now the Lakers are talking about getting into this, and the only thing that is really helping us from the Lakers' perspective is that they got dumb management over there in terms of Rob Pelinka. Now he doesn't want to surrender Orson Reeves, and
Yeah,
that's what all it takes to actually get Dejounte Murray for Orson Reeves. I mean, I would definitely do that deal. So lucky thing, the basketball gods is actually looking out for us over here, man, and Nick Claxton and 2 first-round picks gets it done, man. And like I said, if Ben Simmons does come back healthy, now you have a point guard. You could put Dejounte Murray at the 2 now, and you could trade Mikal Bridges and get those picks back.
I like that
Okay?
deal though. I like that.
Yeah. What you think about
BK Hoops,
Mikal
you
Bridges
on to
about trading?
something tonight, man? I'm agreeing with you. Y'all. I like those. I like your thinking.
Yeah, man. I just don't understand what's wrong with Sean Marks over here, man. Stop overthinking things, man. I mean, you actually look at Howard Hughes. If you ever watched that movie, The Aviator, you saw a good deal. He didn't hesitate. He says, "I have a tiger by the tail, and I'm not letting it go, man." So you got
Yeah,
you got to make this deal over here, man. This is definitely an upgrade at the point guard position. Now, what's going to happen now? And let's say Atlanta. What's the standings for the Atlanta Hawks right now? Let me go look these guys up real quick. Let's
the
pull it up.
record. You talk about the record.
Yeah,
I
let me
think
see.
they're not doing too good either though. Hold on,
Yeah,
let's
because
see.
he hit 2 game winners, and I know the exact remedy would actually get the Atlanta Hawks back on track.
We
They're
have
number
a pretty
10 right
close
now.
record to them. That's what I
Yeah,
remember. We have a
they're
pretty
number
close
10.
record.
They're number 10, and Dejounte Murray actually hit 2 game winners. Now I'm
Yeah.
not going to say on here what I would do if I was the Atlanta Hawks coach because the word travels around quickly. I want Atlanta to actually stay exactly where they are right now, so we can actually get now. The Hawks actually gave up 3 first-round picks for Dejounte Murray. So I would definitely give them they 3 first-round picks. I'm sorry, 3 first-round picks for Dejounte Murray, and you asking 2 foot and a bum center in Nick Claxton. I mean, come on, man.
Come
And
on, bro. You
you
chill with
got
the
to do
bum
that
though,
deal, man.
bro. I feel like Nick Claxton like Capella S. Like he's good. Like he's a solid role player. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
solid.
has a slightly more skill than Clint Capella, but it's not like
But it's still solid. It's like tiers. You know what I mean? It's like the Nick Claxons. There's bums. Then there's Nick Claxons of the world that's really decent that can fit in any team. Then there's like the what's the what's that guy Adebayos? That's like the
yeah,
second
Bam
tier, and then
Adebayo.
there's
Yeah,
in,
yeah,
and then B is like the first tier, like in B Jokic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Those are like the first tier. So Claxton isn't bad, man. He can help any team for sure. Like
No, I
he's
mean,
up
because like
there.
I said, in order for like Claxton's skills to develop, I mean, it's gonna have to be on a rebuilding situation. I mean, since Atlanta actually wants to rebuild, go down there. You have more than enough time to actually develop. I mean, but we can't. I don't. If Brooklyn is actually serious about winning right here, we don't have time to be waiting for Nick Claxton 3-4 years
But we're
to
not
actually
winning
develop.
anytime soon, though. BK hoops, not with the way
No,
this.
I mean, if you why would you get Murray when they already have 3 point guards? Well, Spencer Dinwiddie, I don't really think they're actually going to get him back. He's a backup point guard at best. Not even a point guard. I think he's more of a 2 guard, not even really a point guard. I mean, he doesn't really want to run the offense. He's better at catching and shooting and trying to get to the rim. I mean, those are
Yeah,
his strengths right there.
Murray's a shoot. That's why I really, I said get Murray, but I don't think he gonna move the needle unless you moving Spencer Dinwiddie off the point position. I mean,
No,
I
he
just
is.
don't
He
see.
would. He would. I mean, if you even get him right here, right now, and they don't have to give up Dinwiddie, you can actually put Dinwiddie at the 2. He's a good, was almost 39% as a catch and shoot, 3 point shooter right there. I mean, I would definitely do that. But
So who's coming off the bench though?
no, you have well, Ben Simmons is. I meant to put that up in there. Ben Simmons is expected to come back during the homestand right there. So once I think the Brooklyn, I say sometime this week or something like that, towards the end of the week, that's the expectation that he's actually coming back. So if I can get Dejounte Murray now, I have my 1, 2. You got Mikal Bridges at the 3. Even though I don't like Mikal Bridges at the three, I like him at the two guard position. Um, you got, yeah, I mean, it's a you got like seven free agents over here.
I
Benjamin not coming back.
BG, I agree with you, brother. He's a Ben. I don't think Ben. The way this lineup is constructed, I don't think nobody's helping this line. I don't think Dejonte Murray, not nobody. I don't
Now
know,
you
but I could be
need
wrong.
a player like because we got role players, man. The problem is you asking role players to actually go out there and be star players. So Ben Simmons, being healthy is really like he's like him and like Luka Doncic, and you look at like Giannis and Joel Embiid. I mean, you can go watch the highlights, man. I mean, just Ben Simmons just attracts so much attention, man. They have
Yeah,
to put
but
two
the
guys
thing is
around him.
when the thing where you say with Embiid and Luca, the thing about Luca that Embiid, he's a good post player, but the thing I disagree with you with Ben Simmons is because I personally feel, this one we had different opinions, but when Ben come back, you can prove me wrong. I personally feel we need somebody that can penetrate in the heart of the defense,
No,
and
that's
Ben
what he
Simmons
does.
is
That's his
not.
strength.
Yeah,
That's the strength. That's what
no,
got him into. Everybody has different strengths. What got them into the NBA? That's the strength. Get downhill and actually pass the ball and finish. That's the
No, but you
strength.
see, that's
That's
how
what.
we see differently. Because I don't see the way y'all say Ben Simmons. I don't see that. The only thing I see, from my opinion, where I see Ben Simmons, he's a great transitional passer that can like get the offense flowing. But other than that, and then he's a good rebounder, and then he's good on transition. That's all I see. I don't see him beating no defender. I haven't.
What?
Remember, yeah, remember we said shoot it, Ben. I don't see like I really don't see him
Nah, nah,
beating.
nah. That's like I say. It's a psychological thing when it comes back from injuries and stuff like that, man. You have. Let's say if you have a ACL injury, a knee injury.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna just come back right away from missing so many times, so many
Yeah, but
years.
yeah,
Yeah.
BK hoops. I get that. I get like I said, we got to see because my eye test. I'm just telling you what my eye test shows me. Now, and I'm not talking about Ben Simmons 5 years ago. My eye test showed me that Ben Simmons is on scouting report. The scouting report says the only thing Ben Simmons is going to do is drive. So we just got to beat that. He's not a
Yeah, I
shooting
mean, he
threat.
gets these
So I
guys
mean
wide
that's
open, man. Because like
yeah.
you're
But
asking
now,
Mikal Bridges.
listen. Even this, is what I've been telling you guys over and over again. This is what I see with the Brooklyn Nets, when Lonnie Walker and Cam Thomas play. Those are Donovan Mitchell, Cam Thomas, Devin Booker. They break down defense. Those players that we need, like we need people that can break down defenders, and
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
that could get in the heart of the defense and have open shots. That's what we was able to beat the Lakers. And I just feel like Lonnie and Cam Thomas is the answer.
Well,
They're gonna get easy
Lonnie's
shots.
better at it. Lonnie is better at it than Cam Thomas. I mean,
But
Lonnie's just
yeah,
way
I
more
agree.
athletic. Yeah,
That's debatable. But the thing is, they both are offensive players, and they make it easy for everybody.
yeah,
They gonna make Ben Simmons, your favorite player, Ben Simmons, look good. They're gonna make Mikal Bridges look good. They're going to make everybody look Spencer look good, Claxton look good because defense got to stay modest on them. So that's like they I feel like they the answer to any now defensively they are questionable. But offensively, they're gonna make any team look good. They even make Claxton look good. You see, so that's what I'm saying. And then defense, the thing is, what people would understand with defense, even though Ben Simmons played like defense does not. I feel like defenders do not do good if they don't get scoring touches. They don't get layups. They still got to be involved to play good defense. That's my personal opinion when it goes to defense. Because I was a defensive player. I need to like the way I would get motivated when my point guard give me easy shots. Then I want to play more defense. You know what I mean?
no, I
So
said that on multiple occasions. But you could be the best defender in the world, man. But if you don't get touches, you're not going to really feel like you're part of the game. Now, let me get back to
ex-
this Dejounte Murray thing over
oh
here.
yeah,
Look,
go ahead,
two
PK.
first round picks. I mean, come on, man, get the deal done. Listen, those picks. Let me tell you something, man. These picks, even if, let's say if you get like all right. So high level drive picks like Ben Simmons, right? Zion Williamson, John Morant. Look what happened with these guys over here, man. It takes a while. It's going to take a long time for these guys to materialize into like really like it's like 27 years old normally is the age when they really start making an impact on winning. You could look at Michael Jordan, 27 years old, 28, 29, Steph Curry. I mean, I can give you a whole bunch of different examples right there. So I don't know these picks, and they hit and miss. You know, they really, really hit and miss. Look at Zion Williamson. Look at Ben Simmons. You know, if you actually look at the pundits right now, or these media pundits out there, they haven't really materialized into anything right now, man. You know, these are two high-level first-round draft picks. Victor Wembanyama is going to take a while. It's going to take him some time. You know, he's going to have to get to like maybe 25, 26, 27 years old. So just because you get a high-level first-round pick doesn't guarantee anything. So I don't value these picks as much as, I don't know. Because
I
I've seen a
agree
lot
with
of
you,
them.
my boy. I agree with you.
Ben is not playing this season. He is trash. Nah. Okay. I mean, he's coming back. I mean, those are the words right there. Hawks is asking way too much money. He ain't all that. I mean, he made an all-star team. All right. He made an all-star team when he was with San Antonio. Oh.
People Henderson, bro. I'm in the same vote as you, but I'm not all hyped up the way they said on Murray. I feel like Donovan Mitchell will be more of a help than Murray would be. I think he
Yeah,
would
but
just come.
Dejounte Murray is actually a better passer than Donovan Mitchell, man.
Yeah, but
And he's
passing.
6'5". He's, you know, I know Donovan Mitchell's athletic, but I mean defensively, I think Dejounte Murray's better than Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I agree,
He
bro.
made an
I
all-star
agree.
team. That's the thing I don't understand. He made an all-star team, peoples. He made an all-star team. What
Yeah, but
all-star
I feel
caliber
like,
players that we actually have on this team, except for Ben Simmons, really, who's actually injured?
but BK Hoops, I don't think he's gonna make a difference the way I don't know. Not the way because you got to be complementary pieces. I don't think he's gonna come in and be the biggest help. I mean, to this lineup, the way our team is constructed now, I think there'll be more pieces move to really make a significant difference. That's just how I feel. You know what I mean? You add Murray with Donovan Mitchell, then I see okay, we gotta make it. Then I feel like we're gonna be just as trash. My opinion, I could be wrong. I don't think
What?
that
With
one
DeJounte
player.
Murray? You say,
Yeah, I don't think.
nah, 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 nah. He averages 20 points a game at that position. Ivan, come
Yeah,
on. How
but
much
doesn't
Dinwiddie's giving us and that losing span? Dinwiddie's got 2 points, 0 points, 4 points, 5 points. It's an
yeah,
upgrade.
but the thing
It's an upgrade.
But my thing is, bro, I feel like people don't look into within though because it's not Spencer Dinwiddie fault. He's out of position. Look what he did last night when Cam Thomas was running point a little bit. You always see this when Ben Simmons was here. Those two games that Ben Simmons won, Spencer went crazy. That's what I'm saying. We
Yeah,
don't we
that's why I
don't
like
be
betting. He just, like I said, he just opens up a lot of things for a lot of other players, but he's not reliable right now. I love Ben Simmons. He's
no, but
not
you're not. You see,
reliable.
you just going, bro. You didn't listen to what I said. I said when Spencer is at his natural position, it's not about Ben. He always excels. That's what I'm saying. Like he's not in his natural position. It doesn't matter. We can add LeBron James. If we don't put LeBron James in a place to win, he's not gonna do good.
Good.
Durant doing better than the Suns. He
All
needs
right,
to be
hold
able
on.
to get healthy.
Let me let Iceman get up in here, man. What's good, Iceman?
No
Long time, man.
problem.
It's been about 2-3 weeks, man.
Yeah. I just got to pick my spots, you know. Yo.
All right, what you got, man? What you got on the topic, Iceman?
So we're talking about Dejounte Murray.
Yeah, is it an upgrade over Den Shitty, man?
Uh, it definitely is. I mean, age. Uh, Dinwiddie can't drop to the hole like he did back in the first trip with us because of his knee injury.
Yo,
So that's it. Yeah, it'll be an upgrade. I don't think those picks should be valued that much because one of those picks is the Sixers pick, and you could throw that away if you want, bro. You understand? Like, just do the deal before it gets more. You got to give up more because look, he just hit 2 game winners, so now the price is going up. So that's the thing about Sean
Yeah,
Moore. You
that's
got
what I
to
was
act
just saying.
fast.
The price is going up. Stop waiting around, man. Because I know how. I mean, Atlanta can actually win. I'm not supposed to say it right now. I would have Trey Young off the ball and Dejounte Murray on the ball. I mean, you can't
Yeah.
actually have your best 3-point shooter. I think he's probably one of the best 3-point shooters, Trey Young, bringing the ball up. I would have him off the ball this way. Trey Young actually has more, time to operate. But
Mhm.
you have him bring the ball up, and they're gonna blitz him, get the ball out of his hands. By the time Trey Young gets the ball back, now you have like 8-9 seconds on the shot clock to actually work with, man. But with
Right.
Dejounte Murray bringing the ball up, I mean, he actually is bigger, stronger, much more tall, much more athletic, puts more pressure on the defense from an athletic standpoint, and he can actually get Trey Young wide open. But yeah, hold on. What do you think, man?
I agree. I think if they do get him, if we do get him, you got to get somebody else as well because
Yeah.
Thank you,
I
Iceman.
I know if they're about to trade DFS. I don't think they're going to trade him because they're asking a lot for him. But if they do, we're going to miss some size. So you got to get at least a big man to come in with him because just bringing him in. I mean, we'll hop over Atlanta in the standings because they're about to lose Dejounte Murray and probably the Bulls, but it's gonna be tougher, man. We need some more pieces, bro, because they're talking about bringing in this kid from Toronto, and it doesn't make sense. What's his name? The dude with the braids, Junior,
I know who you're talking
Junior.
about, light skin dude,
Yeah,
light skin that can hoop.
yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot his name.
Trent,
He can hoop.
Gary Trent.
But you Gary Trent. But we have too many of bro. We have so
Yeah,
many of
like
those
too many
players.
wings,
Like,
bro. Like that would be like getting Royce O'Neal again. Like that doesn't make sense. Get
you
your
feel
big
me,
man.
yo?
You know what I
Ice,
mean?
facts, Ice, facts.
Yeah, the bottom line is that we got to fire Sean Marks, man. He's just a horrible, horrible general manager. I mean, he hasn't proved that he can actually build a team. I mean, you got Kevin Durant and Kyrie that actually came over to Brooklyn, and then he really couldn't surround those two with he got old players or then non-athletic players that go around those two or the three with James Harden there, man. So I mean, we got to get rid of Sean Marks, man.
That's
But
why
we're
KD
not going
got
to do
so
that.
tight.
What's that?
You know, that's why KD got so mad. Like, yo, fire this dude because he keeps
Yeah,
doing the
man, I'm
same
telling you,
thing over
man,
and
he's just
over.
a really horrible general manager right there. So, well, people says Murray's better than Den and DFS, so I guess we take that, but I don't, he doubts that's going down. I guess. All right. I mean, they asking for Nick Claxton though. That was the last report that actually came
Hmm.
out from the Nets and the Hawks in terms of their actual exchange right there. And what you think, Iceman? You give up Claxton for Dejounte Murray?
If I give up Claxton, I want somebody better than Dejounte Murray. Because if you give up Claxton, you got to give him up with someone else. Because
No,
Claxton,
yeah,
you think that's even, maybe?
They were asking for Claxton and 2 first-round picks.
Holy yo, that's a lot, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, Claxton these last 5 games, he's put up double doubles. I don't know what
Yeah,
got
but you're
into
not
him.
talking about 20 and 10, except for the Laker
Yeah,
game. It's like 12 points, and yeah, that's not going to get it
like
done right there, man.
all right. So if we do that and we give up Claxton 2 first rounders, all we got is a lot of wings and no big man. You understand? So it's like, uh,
Now,
50-50, I guess.
let me ask you Jonathan's question. They could have got Jakob Pertl for cheap, and then the thing that got me angry about the Jakob Pertl trade to Toronto, and Perkle to me on the offensive end is a better player than Nick Claxton. I don't know about defensively, but definitely offensively, Jakob Pertl is definitely better. But you had a San Antonio connection right there, right? He was with
Yeah.
the Spurs. How the hell you let Toronto get them? And you didn't give up much for Jakob Pertl. Oh
Yo,
my
they got him
lord,
for nothing last year. I mean,
they got him for nothing
you remember Tom McCullough? That we used to have him when Jason Kidd first
a
got here.
long time
Oh,
ago. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Like whatever his name, Porter, whatever. I don't know how
Jakob
you
Pertl,
say.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You could put him on center and play his
He's a
position.
better. He can give us like 16, like 14 to
Yeah.
16 points. He's definitely a much more skilled player than Nick Claxton, man. I don't know why people overvalue Nick Claxton, man. I don't get it. Like I said before, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna keep saying this: is that he's undersized at the 5 position. All right, he's
Mm,
215 pounds.
mm,
215 pounds. Let that marinate. And most of the
yeah.
centers are 240 and up. I played basketball for a long time, man. If somebody has, I don't care how good of a defender you are. if somebody has a strength and weight advantage over you, you're not going to really stop them.
I
But
mean,
BK Hoops, it's crazy though. I think it depends what you value though. I noticed that in basketball, and
yeah,
that's why we get mad at the GM because everybody value things. I value Nick Claxton for this team, but I know his playing style. You don't like.
yeah,
I don't value Ben Simmons the way y'all value.
It's
Like if
not.
I was
There's no
GM,
impact on the winning, Ivan. I mean, look at we're like five.
you
How many
see,
games?
I disagree with that. I feel like they don't have. I told you once it's the rotation for. I don't think it's Nick Claxton for. Once you
yeah,
put, I think I keep saying this, bro. I feel like this team is generally good. Like I feel
yeah.
like you put Lonnie Walker and Cam Thomas with any one of them, they all gonna look good. That's what I'll be seeing. Even Nick
That's a
Claxton.
good lineup right there. Cam Thomas and Lonnie Walker is a good lineup right there. Like,
For anybody, bro. They make Spencer look good. They make was they make all of them look good. Claxton look good. The spacing gets crazy. They make
yeah,
Mikal Bridges look good. The spacing they make each other look good. Like
yeah,
the spacing, nobody can guard. That's why Claxton can go off like that when you have shooters. You notice even with the Cavaliers game when he dunked on Thomas, Christian
mhm,
Thompson, because guess what? Lonnie Walker and Cam Thomas was there. That's two offensive juggernauts. I mean, the defense is gonna drop, but offense sure gonna look good, and
Yeah,
everybody
but he's not.
excels.
He can't stop anybody in this position, man. I mean, like I said before, like you need. We're not going to get. You're not going to stop guys like Jokic, and you're not going to stop guys like Embiid, or Porzingis or something like that. How you could help neutralize. Like I said in the playoffs last season, you had Joel Embiid get switched on to Cam Johnson. Cam
yeah.
Johnson puts the ball on the floor. Uh, Joel
Oh,
Embiid
that's
tries to
food
move
right there.
laterally against him, and then he got injured. You know,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You have to make these guys play some type of
But
defense.
true. Even I do agree, but I feel like that should be a backup, like a
yeah,
backup center that can stretch the floor. Because you want to be at the thing about basketball, you want to be able to like match the other team's strengths and weaknesses. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because Clarkson does do good. You got to put the positive and the negative. When we played the Celtics and we got blown out, Clarkson was giving the Celtics work, yo. Like
problem. Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
yeah, and Clarkson was also giving B problems too. I just feel like a good stretch coming off the bench because you want to be. I know there's basketball teams that's good. It's teams that can change it up. So
hmm
Clarkson gonna be the roller. Okay, if that don't work, then you want a big that can be a stretch five. You want to have a team that's uh versatile. You know what I mean? That's what you want. That's
Or
how I
who was
feel
the
like.
stretch five that we actually have? I mean, it's the
We
only
we
stretch
never
five
have a stretch five
we
though.
have. No,
We
we
can have
have no.
Sean
Facts.
Marks. We never have a
Facts.
stretch five. Like that's
Hey,
just
BK.
that's just something Sean Marks does. We never have a stretch. But I agree with Ivan. Like Claxton's defense is kind of peculiar because he's gonna block shots, right? He's gonna move around. But in terms of somebody like pounding him out in the paint pause, he could give some centers some problems. He could make it pesky. Like he has quick hands, but I kind of agree with both of y'all. There's negatives and positives. It's just, he's been stepping it up lately. So now it's like, damn, who's gonna replace
I
that
know what
presence if
I
he gets
predict
hurt?
he's actually going to struggle against the Clippers tonight. I got
Nah,
my
BK. Come on,
Nah,
man.
man.
all
Don't
right,
put that
Jonathan,
in
what
the
you
air,
got, man?
man.
I can't stay on here for long. I got like 12, 13 more minutes, man. I gotta get out of here. But I'm gonna be on tonight though. But what you got, Jonathan? In terms of
Well, first I just
how do
gotta
you like?
say,
First of all, hold on, Jonathan. How do you like what I actually said in the beginning of the show? In terms of um trading Mikal, like you got to get 2 first-round picks for Dejounte Murray. You could trade Mikal Bridges and get those picks back if
uh,
you have to,
my
and then
my
you
my
have.
Nah.
my whole thing is this. Let's just put the Mikel talk out the window for now. Let's
Yeah,
focus.
man.
Let's focus on the vets right now. You're Iceman, by the way, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Nice to meet you. I'm John, man.
What's up,
Uh,
man? What's up?
just chilling, man, on a good Sunday afternoon.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but but yeah, man, it's like I think right now, looking at the landscape of where Murray's going, it feels like LA is the front runners because they have a pressing need for him. This is where I think Brooklyn fits in. I think it's a possible 3-team deal that a lot of people are talking between Brooklyn, the Hawks, LA. Dejounte goes to LA, Spencer goes to the Hawks, and Brooklyn gets D'Angelo Russell, Jalen
Yeah.
Hood, and a first round draft pick back. if that's the deal that Brooklyn could get in this, where they don't have to give up picks, they can get a pick, they can get
You could
Russell
trade.
back.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Let me ask you something, Jonathan. You think who's better at the 2 position, Dejounte Murray or Mikal Bridges?
I think this team has a clear need for a point guard right now. I think forcing Mikal Bridges to try to play point guard, which he's tried to do during the stretch, it's not him.
No, they're not forcing him to be a point guard.
They need to put him at the 3.
A playmaker is different. Yeah.
My thing is this: like Harlem said, Mikal and Cam Johnson play better when they're at the corners or when they have somebody setting up for shots. They can't do the plays themselves right now, and unfortunately, the whole Ben Simmons thing kind of really hurt this team because they had a system that they were going to do. Now it's like they've been trying to figure it out on the fly. I think a pressing issue for this team is to get a point guard if Ben doesn't come back. I mean, I'm hearing he could be back this week, but it's never a guarantee with him. I think somebody like Tyus Jones, who would be on the easy for this team, wouldn't cost much. He'd be a good plug player for this team right now.
He's too small, man.
Yeah.
He's 6'1", 100. I want a big point guard. I want Dejounte Murray, guys who can actually switch on a defensive position right there, man.
You're right, BK. But here's the thing: a big type point guard right now, that's worth a lot right now, and some players aren't available for the price that Brooklyn wants.
Dejounte Murray's available. He's available.
He is, but he's not worth 2 picks, man. He's not worth 2 picks. Here, wait. If Brooklyn moves Royce or Doe for capital, then we can talk about Dejounte. Yes, but
Jonathan, thank you.
Yes, but you can't do it right now. I mean, here's the thing: you don't want to give those Suns picks away. I mean, the 2025 one we could part with because I think the Suns are still going to be competitive, but you want to protect those other picks right now. But
even if you can get like let's say the first or second round pick in the draft, right?
Yeah,
they don't contribute right away. It's going to take these guys years and years and years to develop their game.
But look who we have right now.
Potential of them actually going bust too. That's why it's called a lottery. I mean, it's not guaranteed.
Right, but look who we have right now. We have Cam Thomas around, and look what he did this past game against the Lakers. He showed up.
Why
team
did
trusted
you do that against
him.
the Lakers, Jonathan? Why?
Because he's a kick-ass baller.
No. I mean, Cam Thomas could do that, but why was he so efficient in that Lakers game?
Well, this is my big thing. I think it was about trust. I think his teammates trusted. No, if you look at the format of the game, they trusted him to make the big shots. Hell, Cam Thomas was in the rhythm, in the zone. He was playing at a high level.
You had Austin Reed and D'Angelo Russell in there, who are 2 cones on defense, man. That's why.
Wait, but you gotta hold on, BK Hoops. I think even Jonathan, I think everybody can attest to this, bro. This is why I don't know if y'all been watching. I've been saying this a billion times. When Lonnie Walker and Cam Thomas play together, we see enough sample size. They take the lead. I don't know what y'all disagree. Y'all know I can't.
No, Lonnie was balling that first half. We don't come back in that game if Lonnie and Cam aren't playing as well as they were playing. And Thomas stepped up in the bright lights because that game was also on ESPN. And this was a chance for Thomas to prove that he could handle main minutes. And without Thomas, we wouldn't have won that game. He stepped up to the plate.
Can you agree? When Lonnie Walker and Cam Thomas play together, they play phenomenal.
This is what I want to say about Cam Thomas. I was looking at his scouting report. I just typed in Cam Thomas scouting report, the first one I clicked on the Draft Express, right? So I just accept him for who he is. He's a microwave scorer, like Lou Williams. He's gonna get you a lot of buckets. And in the scouting report, it said he was the 3rd option at LSU. You understand? So I don't know how that would translate if he'll play as a starter, because by the 3rd quarter, he'll be tired of trying to score a lot. You understand? So I accept him for what he's doing right now, like coming off the bench and giving you that firepower, carrying the second unit, that's good. But to expect him to be like a lottery pick type talent I think is putting too much on him,
Yeah, and it's only his third. It's only his 3rd year, but this has been a big jump year for him. Before he got hurt, he was having career highs in assists, scoring, everything. Even his defense was better. I think when he got injured and came back, it was like jet lag, trying to get back into rhythm. But then when the coach starts changing up his minutes, and you can just tell by the body language, Cam wants to be out there. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to have an undefined role. And I think this whole team has been upset because they're forced to do roles that they're not good at. Mikal and Cam are better at the corners, not playmakers. Spencer Dinwiddie, isn't good against the top teams, unfortunately. He's a good sixth man, not a starter. Like my whole thing is you have guys like Wofford, guys like Thomas, guys that want to win, guys that want to play hard, and they are playing hard with the minutes to get, but you fluctuate those minutes, guys are going to get upset, guys are going to be out of rhythm, and it's unfortunately the cards we were dealt this season, but we still have a chance to salvage the season. We're in the second half, and the deadline is less than 3 weeks away, and after today, Brooklyn's going to be home for the next 3 weeks. So whatever moves they're going to make, you have an opportunity to make those moves, make sure the players that are going get to where they got to go, but do it in the right way. But this should have started a week ago.
They're looking at Ben Simmons to come back within this homestand, and I guess Marks is going to evaluate how Ben Simmons looks with this unit right here, I guess, and then you wait until the trade deadline. And I'm just I don't know, man, because Dejounte Murray, he had two game winners, and
his value shot up. It shot up, and that's the thing. Like, here's the thing: Brooklyn should use that to advantage, though. Because even if we don't get Murray, we can still put ourselves in a 3-team, maybe 4-team deal to still get value back. But we have to be, looking at.
I want to ask y'all this.
Yeah.
Who y'all think is better offensively, Murray or Lonnie? I think Lonnie's better.
I think
Lonnie's more versatile.
Again, like DeJounte Murray also gives you playmaking. I mean, he has good vision.
Lonnie, I don't know, man. I think we have a good squad. I just think we have a bad rotation.
But I mean, you gotta, like I said, DeJounte Murray can actually run the point and he can actually play. And he's good at running the point, guys. It's not like he's average and indecisive with the ball. I mean, he makes the right reads.
Lonnie isn't.
He's a little bit
better. I said this beginning of the season. Our best success came when Lonnie was the sixth man off the bench, and I would keep him and make him the sixth man. Because here's the thing: playing those middle quarters, that's how this team is going to win going forward. The first quarters they're not always as good at, but if you can win those middle quarters, you can close the last quarter. And Lonnie is so key to that. I wouldn't trade him in any deal at this deadline for a second pick, first pick. I keep him. He's a guy you need to build. He's only, 24?
24, Jonathan.
24, yes.
And
Keep him.
He's going to make a lot of money. I mean, Brooklyn got him on the
you want to make an argument,
the MLE, mid-level exception. They could give him the full exception in the offseason if they want to keep him. Right. That's an option. So here's the thing. You keep Lonnie, keep Cam, keep Mikal, everybody else up grabs. I'll say this about Clarkson. He's had some good games. He stepped up against LA. I'll give him that. He brought it to Davis. But here's the thing. Can he do it today against a Clippers team that's missing Zubac, their best center? You have who are the two centers on that team? Plumlee and Tice. If Claxton don't step up today, again, you wonder, he really worth $100 million.
Thank you.
50, 60, 70 would be my max. 70, but he needs to show up today. And here's the thing:
definitely, I think he's gonna show up. I think he'll have
in that second half, the Lakers took their foot off the gas, man. You saw, I don't know.
That's what they've done all season. They've done BK. It's because LeBron has played every game. LeBron cannot be on the bench for more than 10 minutes, and he's 39. I mean, that's the reason why that team is doing so bad.
But the problem is, BK Hoops. Look, y'all got to stop this, bro. I keep saying, can we start talking about this Lonnie Walker, Cam Thomas sample size? Because they blowing out teams. They beating every team when they come in.
Again, Ivan. What's his name? Austin Reeves is like horrible defensively, man. And he was playing too many minutes in that third quarter. Of course.
But BK Hoops, so you don't see Cam Thomas and Lonnie Walker do this to every team?
No. Not on the efficient level. I mean, Cam Thomas had an efficient game. I think he was
I'm not saying that, but they be blowing out teams. Am I the only one watching this when the Bucks start?
They're stepping up lately. I think they should keep going with that combo. I think if Simmons comes back, you can have Lonnie and Cam with Simmons on the court with two more defenders. That could work too. Like I
know you're not the best, crazy Cam Thomas fan, but I know you noticed that too. Lonnie comes in and Dennis Smith Jr.
Ivan, I give respect to the players, and I always notice every detail. And I notice Cam has been balling lately when he's given the fair amount of minutes, and he stepped up. Lonnie's 6'10".
I think the thing is people don't give Lonnie enough credit. I think you can make arguably that Lonnie's a better offensive, and I'm a big Cam Thomas fan. Y'all know that. Y'all can make Lonnie's probably better. He got more.
The pieces on this team can work if they had a point guard. Right now, we don't have a point guard, and that's why the results haven't been where we want to be. So if Simmons
I don't even think it's even the point guard. I think the point guard, yes, is going to help, but the results.
It's organization.
Bad rotation. Because even if
That
you're a
too.
point guard, you don't got
We
nothing to
definitely
work
need a
with. You don't
point
got
guard,
nothing to
bro.
work with.
To make
I'll-
everything better, we definitely need a point guard, so everything will be
Yeah.
organized. Cause that's why the
Exactly.
rotations are bad, because we don't have a point guard. So everybody's just running around, you know.
I'll say this about the Claxton thing: the fact that the Raptors are coming up again with the Gary Trent thing. My thing is if they were gonna trade Claxton in one place, Toronto's always been a team that's had him on their radar. I mean, Podol, Gary Trent, is that an enticing package plus draft capital to give Claxton to that team? I don't know. I mean, it's an option, but is that the option they really want to take? Are they willing to risk that? Because here's the thing: if you re-sign Claxton and you do eventually trade him for Donovan Mitchell, his salary could be so key. Like right now, he's only making what, 10 million. Like you have to think about that
Well,
too.
he only averages 5 points a game. That's
Yeah.
his average.
Well, he hasn't shown the 20-point games enough. I mean, against LA, he did. Against
no, yeah, averages. No,
yeah.
that was the game he actually had against Memphis.
No, you're right. Here's
All
the
right, y'all. I'm
crazy
about to
part.
get on. I'm about to get on 2K, y'all. I'm gonna holler at y'all. I'm gonna keep watching.
You
Y'all.
already know.
No, he averages like 14 points a game. All right, man. I'm definitely gonna be back on here tonight, though. So,
Okay, good to know.
yeah, but he averages 14 points a game. So what's his stats?
This is Claxton you're talking about, right?
41% from three. Oh, no wonder Sean Marks actually wants him. Gary Trent Jr. He can shoot 41% from three.
But it's like redundant. It's like having Bembry, Garrett Temple again.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you
it's
have
another
Royce
wing.
O'Neal doing that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, come on, man. Again, the same thing.
Yeah. Well, also Dennis Schroeder's another guy to watch out for because his minutes are kind of going on the decline. So if the Nets were like interested in a Schroeder, Trent, Podol package for Claxton and somebody else, that's something else to consider too. I mean, having those three players at least meets different needs. Gary gives you 3-point scoring, Podol gives you that rebounding. He's a traditional center, and Schroeder, he was playing some great basketball a few years ago for the Lakers before he wanted more money. Like he was actually doing well, and he did win. Gold, I think, or something in the.
Yo, hold on one
FIBA
second.
Cup.
Big Priest, I want you to come on tonight, man. I want you to come on the show tonight, man. Definitely like having him on there, man. I mean, that he gives some
So
very
BK,
objective takes.
BK, do you think there's a chance that D'Lo does come back to Brooklyn though? If it's a 3-team deal, I mean,
he's been traded for he was like 4 or 5 different teams or something like that. Golden State didn't want him, Brooklyn didn't want him, Minnesota didn't want him. Now the Lakers are actually looking to get rid of him.
I'll say this though: if Jalen Hood and a first-round pick do come back with Russell, and Russell's contract is flexible, that's actually not a bad move for Brooklyn because it gives them roster flexibility going into the future too. Which like you can live with that a bit more. I mean, if it was just his contract, of course I wouldn't be up for it. But D'Lo can still make shots, and he played his best basketball with Brooklyn. Who knows if he comes back, ice in his veins might come back. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Well, that's for him actually having the ball in his hands, So
he could
close
take
too.
Away
it's going to take away from other players.
True,
what do we do with Ben if he comes? Like if D'Lo comes, what do we do with Ben?
Nah, you keep Ben Simmons, man. You keep him. As long as he's healthy. You keep him, man. He made, like I said, I know it's the past, but he made 3 All-Star teams, and it's not like he just fell off a cliff because he was trash. Hold on, somebody's actually trying to get up in here.
Right.
Oh, Big Priest. Yeah, Big Priest. What's going on, man? Let me get you. We got like 3 or 4 more minutes, man. Before I close this thing out. But go ahead, man. What you got, Big Priest, about the Dejounte Murray thing? Yeah, you there, Big Priest? All right, his microphone is connected. He's not. All right, so we'll see what happens with him. Yeah, but you would, like I said, I would keep Ben Simmons for as long as possible. It's not like he fell off
till next summer.
Until next. No, I mean you can get him cheap. As long as you ain't paying him no $140 million or anything like that. If you can get him like at $8, $9, $10 million a year for Ben Simmons, I would definitely do that deal, but not another super max contract.
I look at Detroit as a trade partner because they just opened up $60 million in cap space. I mean, if the Nets could send some picks with Ben and possibly get back a young guy like a Jaden Ivey or somebody like that, could help the Nets.
I want Cade Cunningham, man. I want him.
I want him too, but the thing is, would Detroit be willing to actually make that move? They probably want all our picks, unfortunately.
Jaden Ivey. I like Cade Cunningham, man. I like his ceiling over Jaden Ivey.
No, Ivy's got speed though. I've seen some Ivy. Like Ivy's got that ridiculous speed for a young age. Like that could be something powerful. But here's another thing. Derek Whitehead. He got hurt. He got a shin
Yeah, I saw that injury.
stress
Yeah.
fracture. Like that's you wonder. Karis LeVert 2.0. Is that what this
Yeah.
kid's future is going to be like? He's supposed to be part of the young core, but there's no guarantee he's going to play.
Yeah, he has time
consistently.
because, like I said, we got
Yeah, he
Lonnie
does.
Walker. I mean, even if he
You're
was
right.
to like be
Yeah.
available, he's not better than Lonnie Walker right now. So
Right.
he's not going to play over Lonnie Walker. Big Priest, you there, man? Big Priest. All right.
His mic is probably muted or something.
No way should. No, his mic is not muted. No way should they bring Ben Simmons back. Well, like I say, if you can get Ben Simmons on the cheap when his contract expires, I'll take him, man. I'll take him. You know, but not no super max $40-50 million a year, man.
No.
You know, even if he was to come back.
You hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now. What's good, Big Priest? What you got,
It
man?
was muted on my PC, not on the Streamlabs. I was trying to figure out why no sound was coming through. But
all right, so
yeah, I agree with the Dejounte Murray piece.
So you think they should actually get him though, right? It's an upgrade at the point guard position
we need
right
a point
now.
guard.
Yeah,
we need a point guard.
I know I'm not bugging out, man.
We'll take point guards at this point instead of just one point guard.
We don't.
I know I'm not losing my mind, man.
We gotta give Dennis Smith though some love. He played great in that LA game. Like he was
again.
It's
It's Austin Reeves.
I know, but you see how he was in that fourth quarter.
My dead grandmother, man.
Oh my God,
it's true. Sorry, he can't. He's horrible defensively.
Oh man. Now we know who your favorite player is. Austin Reeves.
I've actually seen in NBA history. He's horrible. I don't even know why he's even on an NBA roster. But
I think somebody heard he was dating Taylor Swift, so like, hey, let's give this guy a big contract. So she shows up.
All right, so Big Priest, would you trade? Oh, no. The thing that's holding it up for Sean Marks and the panel over here actually disagrees with me. Would you give up the 2 first-round picks for Dejounte Murray?
Which picks? Right.
There you go.
Not giving up the 28 and 29 Phoenix picks. Absolutely not. But,
I would keep those. But then you could trade. You could trade Mikal Bridges. And
if it's like one of them picks from Philly and a pick from Dallas or some shit like that, I would most definitely get them up.
Yeah.
You know, but them Phoenix picks I'm trying to hold on to. We got plenty first round picks because I was looking at it. We got a lot back in these deals that we had. The Harden deal, the
Mavs pick, we got
Durant
that too.
deal, and the Kyrie deal. So we can, or maybe they're trying to do a 1st and 2 seconds or some shit. But don't be cheap. You know you need a point guard, and you know you can't lose because Houston controls our draft. If we fall out of the playoffs in the lottery, Houston gets a lottery pick.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the trading Mikal Bridges, man, we got to get off that fantasy, man. That's not gonna happen, because I just saw Bob Myers have that podcast with Woj 3 days ago, and he was like, "Yo, you need a guy like him." He mentioned him specifically. It's like, "Yo, he's a 3 that can fit in any lineup." You know, and he thought of him as when he got Iguodala, you know, so it's pretty hard to trade somebody like that when you really need that cornerstone at the 3 and at his age and his contract.
Why would you trade?
It's ridiculous, man.
Also, he has connections. Mikal Bridges is a well-liked player. He's got a great resume. I mean, how rare is it for a team like Brooklyn?
Literally because Mikal Bridges was there.
Exactly.
I think we look at I think a lot of the Nets fans.
All right, but do you think Dejounte Murray at the 2 is better than Mikal Bridges at the 2?
Oh, Dejounte Murray at the point.
Yeah.
No, he's a combo guard. He can play 2 guard too.
But he's only playing that combo guard position because Trae Young's on the team. Yeah. He's a natural point guard.
If you trade for Dejounte Murray, you still have Ben Simmons there. You can't say, "Well, Ben Simmons, I need you."
Ben Simmons is only here for 1 more year.
Yep.
Well,
a few more months, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. He's still here.
Because if he doesn't play anymore this year, I don't see them carrying his contract in the next year. I believe they're going to.
Definitely. I agree.
They should have him come off the bench because the more minutes he plays, the back is going to give out. Like, play him maybe 25, 30, like off the bench. Would be
I think that was a
They
mistake.
should have
I
worked
think they
him
put
in.
too much on Ben Simmons. They should have had him on
I
a
think they
minutes
should have worked
restriction.
him in slow, especially coming off. He had a back
Exactly. And the biggest
he
thing,
didn't have it in the beginning of last season. He had it in the off season, so it takes a while to hit. It took me a while. I've had multiple injections. I've had a disc fusion twice. That shit takes a while to even feel a little bit like normal. So when I heard
how long does it last though? That's the whole thing. Do you have to continue getting these injections, or is this permanent?
Injections only last like a month.
Oh Lord.
Right. So as far as the pain is concerned, you still have to re-strengthen that part of your body, but I know what it's like, because sometimes you can't even like move. Like when you wake up in the morning, you can't even like get up out
No,
the bed.
I played basketball. I had 2 back injuries, and not even nowhere near Ben Simmons' injury. And I'm like, I was on the locker room show. I told him I was damn near cursing God, man. I mean, the pain was so.
Anytime there's nerves involved, just getting contact is gonna vibe. It's gonna vibrate all over your body as soon as you make contact on that nerve part. So
it also depends on the person, because every back injury varies. It's never really the same for every person, and especially since Ben is such a big player. He's a big guy. People forget how big of a guy he is, and he needs his body to be at full function to do everything that he does.
Yeah.
And I wish they would have brought him up slowly. You guys are right about that.
They tried to do too much. I know he's getting paid this money, but if you tell him, hey, we want you to stay healthy, so we're going to play you 15 minutes a game, work you in until your body is.
And even like, it's not just the body; it's a psychological component to your mind. Like that's the thing. Yeah, your mind got to Yeah, that's the thing. It's a psychological component to it too, like, where you got to know that back is actually good, and he feels comfortable in doing the things he was doing.
Well, the good thing is, agent said that the Brooklyn organization has been 100% behind him, and that's something that's rare for Simmons, because I don't think he's ever felt like that's a.
No, I mean, because like I said, you look at this is what I was trying to explain to Ivan. Like he's on his game. I mean, you have to run a second man at him. It's no. There's no, maybe we can do single coverage. I mean, he's too big for like a point guards. Like that he could post up smaller guards and he can just blow by bigger defenders, man. So you actually have to run a second man at him at every single time, man. It's just up to guys to make shots.
Yeah. Well, having him and Thomas is a great combo because they just complement each other so well. So I definitely hope they stick to that, because those two together are going to win us games just by how they balance each other out. And adding Lonnie or Mikal with that's what gives them balance, which they don't have right now. And I hope they figure out Spencer's future, because right now it's not.
Yeah, it's hard.
I think he would be the one to go to Atlanta too in that Dejounte trade.
I think it's a 3-team deal, guys, that they're going to do eventually. I don't think it's going to be a one-off. I think.
But if you're talking about, because I think it was you that said something about bringing Schroeder here too.
Yeah, Schroeder.
So if you can work out some kind of 3-team deal, and you get rid of Dinwiddie and maybe Royce O'Neal, because our wings are redundant.
Right.
And you bring back a Dejounte and a Schroeder. I don't hate that.
Yeah. It's a lot of scoring.
All right, let me wrap this up. I gotta get out of here. I'll be back on tonight. I'm gonna watch a little bit of this game. I'm not gonna be able to watch the full Nets game at 3:30, but I'm gonna watch about an hour of it, and then about 10:30ish or something like that. I'll be back on tonight, man. That Big Priest, I definitely want you back on tonight, man. So
hey, no problem,
come back through.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a fun podcast.
Jonathan,
have a good day, everybody.
Iceman, definitely, man. Thank you guys for coming on.
I'll
wrap this video up. Definitely like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video, and when you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. Peace.
That was fun.